Hello viewers, I'm here to give you updates on what has been going on this presidential election. The former head of state, Olusegun Obasanjo, made a statement on this presidential election results. And on his statement, he stated that there should be cancellation of results on places where there were violence and where they failed to upload results.
An appeal for caution and rectification. Nigerian brothers and sisters, greetings to you all. I am constrained to speak at this point, and I crave the indulgence of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency General Muhammadu Buhari, to make this statement because I've had opportunity to keep him aware of what I know is happening and the danger looming ahead. On many occasions in the past, I have not hesitated to point out lacuna in the action of the President and his government. But as far as the election issues that we are now facing are concerned, the President has proved beyond reasonable doubt that he will want to leave a legacy of free, fair, transparent, and credible elections. Until last Saturday night, February 25th, 2023, the good and noble plan and preparation for the elections seem to be going well. For the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, a lot of money was spent to introduce bimodal voter accreditation system, BVAS, and the server for immediate transmission of results from polling units. It is no secret that INEC officials at operational level have been allegedly compromised to make what should have worked not to work and to revert to manual transmission of results, which is manipulated and the results doctored. The chairman of INEC may claim ignorance, but he cannot fold his hands and do nothing when he knows that election process has been corrupted and most of the results that are brought outside BVAS and server are not true reflection of the will of Nigerians who have made their individual choice. At this stage, we do not need wittingly or unwittingly to set this country on fire with the greed, irresponsibility, and unpatriotic act of those who allegedly gave money to INEC officials for perversion and those who collected the blood money. Let me appeal to the chairman of INEC, if his hands are clean, to save Nigeria from the looming danger and disaster which is just waiting to happen. If the chairman can postpone elections 4 days to the election 4 years ago, he can do everything to rectify the errors of the last 2 days. No BVAS, no result to be acceptable, and no uploading through server, no result to be acceptable. Whereas BVAS and servers have been manipulated or rendered inactive, such result where beavers and servers have been manipulated or rendered inactive, such results must be declared void and inadmissible for election declaration. Chairman INEC, I have thought that you will use this wonderful opportunity to mend your reputation and character for posterity. Your Excellency, President Muhammadu Buhari, tension is building up, and please let all elections that do not pass the credibility and transparency test be cancelled and be brought back with areas where elections were disrupted for next Saturday, March 4, 2023. And beavers and saver officials be changed. To know which stations or polling units were manipulated, let a committee of INEC staff and representatives of the 4 major political parties with the chairman of Nigeria Bar Association look into what must be done to have hitch-free elections next Saturday. Mr. President, may your plan and hope for leaving a legacy of free, fair, transparent, and credible election be realized. Mr. President, please don't let anybody say to you that it does not matter or it is the problem of INEC. On no account should you be seen as part of the collusion or compromise. When the die is cast, it will be your problem as the chief executive of this country and that of the nation. Chairman of INEC may sneak out of the country or go back to his ivory tower. Your Excellency, thank you for hearing me out. Compatriot Nigerians, please exercise patience until the wrong is righted. I strongly believe that nobody will toy with the future and fortune of Nigeria at this juncture. Long live Nigeria in peace, security, stability, and in the hope for greater future. Thank you for listening.
This statement has brought reactions from some persons, and they have urged their own thoughts concerning this statement of Olusegun Obasanjo. A former governor of Ogun State, Mr. Aremo Osoba, in an interview aired his thoughts on the former head of state Olusegun Obasanjo's statement on this presidential election.
I'm shocked and disappointed because a former president making comments should first of all research his information and make concrete evidence of what he's talking about. First of all, I expect President Obasanjo, and I'm going to use the word president for him because in Yoruba, which is a very deep language, we say Omola, for Ile Ola, meaning that a statesman should be statesmanly. In the first instance, the President Obasanjo himself decided to go into the fray on January 1, he issued a statement, lengthy statement, endorsing Peter Obi. If you are already in the ring, why should you now want to choose to be a referee in a situation where you should have been Omola? So I am not happy with him that he's not being objective. And I say this based on record. I'm a journalist, and we journalists worship and respect facts. All elections that he had ever conducted as president have always been condemned. In fact, the last election he conducted, the unanimous decision of the international observer was that that election was stolen, and that in that election, over 200 people died. On the day of election, 55 people died. And the verdict of the international observer, and I want Nigerians to please Google the report of the election in Nigeria in 2007 by UDFID, Department of International Development, UK. Please Google it. That verdict was that the Nigerian elections of April 2007 were judged by most observers to fall a long way short of the standards for credible, free, and fair elections, and was judged to be the worst in Nigeria's post-independence in its electoral history. Now, it went on to say, and I'm showing it to the whole world, so please Google this report. I'm talking of facts, and I will want President Obasanjo to engage me in this intellectual debate that he has started. In that report, I will go further. The report says the 2000 elections are regarded as the worst in Nigeria post-independence history. Widespread malpractice occurred throughout all stages of the elections, with failures in the late delivery of voting materials, late commencement of polls in most of the states, ballot box stuffing, allocation of votes where voting did not take place, falsification of votes, deliberate denial of election materials to perceived strongholds of the opposition, and other such actions. Moreover, the current ruling party, that's PDP under Obasanjo, fixed the results in advance, even for local government in all but a handful of states, as part of an intra-elite deal, accidentally leaking accurate results in the press a few days prior to the election. Some states, such as Rivers, Ogun, Oyo, and Ekiti, saw vote totals for far above the numbers of registered voters in those states. In 2007 broke from 2003 in going from competitive rigging in 2003 to 2007 to a vote allocation. Competitive rigging in 2003 now moved to vote allocation or direct capture. In addition, all stages of the elections were marked by extraordinarily high levels of political violence. 55 people died on that, and that election under President Obasanjo, as attested to by international observer. They use the word stolen elections. When a diplomatic language like this uses this kind of word, I can tell you, after the elections, President Yar'Adua called a meeting of his colleague, former governors, at the villa. And I had the private understanding. He told me that he was thoroughly embarrassed by the result that produced him as president. And as a very honest individual, he told me he would take action, and he did. He now set up a 22-man, 25-man Justice Muhammadu Weiss in 2007 to look into the election of his elections. That commission was made up of highly placed Nigerians. Among members of the commission were General Olada Popola, a first-class officer and gentleman, Professor Bolaji Akiyemi, former IG Muslim Smith, the past chairman of INEC, Professor Abtayu Jega, was a member. Late Chief Tony Olakunrin was a member. Late Professor Alele Williams was a member. You can imagine a high power commission of that nature condemned in totality and made fundamental recommendations. Yar'Adua, as president, set up a commission to probe his own election, and the verdict of that commission was damning. So what moral authority as President Obasanjo to now come and teach us on what should be a fair election?
Also, Mr. Farotimi made some comments about this statement.
We don't need to incite anybody. Nigerians came out in record numbers, the way they haven't come out since 30 years ago. The last time there was that level of turnout was in 1993. And they are currently engaged in electoral fraud. It is for them to maintain peace on the street. We have only called for calm at this conference. We have not at any point in time sought to exacerbate things. They actually want us fighting. And we are not interested in fighting, and we urge Nigerians to be calm.
So viewers, I want to also get your thoughts concerning the former head of state, Mr. Olusegun Obasanjo's statement concerning this presidential election, and also the feedback and also the reaction he has been getting so far concerning his statement. So I want to get your thoughts in the comment section. Drop it there below, and also please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification button so you can get more updates as I drop them.